it's Jacqueline here from Nothing But Tech. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm looking at the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. This is Samsung's latest flagship. I was able to attend Unpacked with one of the greatest of all time, Casey Neistat. So a huge thanks to Kelsey and Casey, Michael and Scott. Thank you guys for making this happen. It means a ton. And thank you to Casey for spending like most of the day with me. It means a lot. And I was able to see 368. It was awesome. But let's check out the Note 9 and 6 things that you should know before buying one. Also, I'm in New York City, so if you hear background noise and stuff, I apologize, but let's dive right in. All right, so the first thing is that it follows the typical Samsung build. So with the Note 9, you're still gonna get a glass back and a glass front. It is a bigger display this year, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but it's definitely still a one-handable phone because it has really thin bezels. And damn, I honestly think it's one of the best looking phones on the market, and it's one of the best feeling phones on the market. Samsung did it again, and they created a really, really nice looking phone. I have it in this purple color. It also comes in a copper, a black, and a blue with a yellow S Pen. And that combination, Casey had it, it looked amazing. I love that one. Still always a fan of the purple though. And the S Pen color matches that, so I have a purple S Pen here as well. So with the build though, it is glass, so you do get wireless charging, but one thing that you should note is that it is a little bit more prone to breaking because it is glass, so you're gonna wanna be careful that you don't drop it, and you kind of have double the area to break it because you could break it on the front and the back, but as long as you're careful, you should be okay. The second thing that you should know is that there's a ton of storage with this phone. So the base model comes with 128 gigabytes of storage, and you can go all the way up to 512 gigabytes of storage. Plus, when you factor in that this is an expandable SD card slot, this phone can go up to 1 terabyte of storage. That's like insane. So I don't necessarily think that most consumers are going to be using 1 terabyte, but if you're using this phone as like your main device and you're taking a lot of photos, videos, and stuff like that, this is actually really useful that it not only has expandable storage, but that the base model already comes with 128. I'm happy to see that. Samsung definitely was happy that they did that. They promoted it a lot during the event. And then continuing on with that as this being your primary device, number 3 is that Samsung DeX has improved again. So last year when I saw the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 at last year's event in August, I was able to see Samsung DeX and it looked cool, but the way that you would use it was a little clumsy. You had to buy a whole accessory and stuff. This year, it's just an HDMI cable. So that makes it a lot more practical and a lot easier for consumers to use. So all you do is you plug this phone in, and I don't have any B-roll of this, so I apologize, but you plug your phone into the computer, and then you can use this to, first of all, control the computer and get like a bigger view of your app. So this can really become like your main device, depending on the type of work that you're doing. And then you can also multitask. You could have your screen of one thing, and then you can still text and do other things like that from this phone. And I think that's really interesting, and Samsung DeX really, to me, feels like it has a lot of potential because at the end of the day, we all want one device to get it all done, and I feel like this is bringing us closer to that. All right, number 4 is that the S Pen is better again. So the Note is a Note because of the S Pen. That's kind of its signature feature. It pops out of the bottom. It looks like this, and you're able to take off-screen memos and write down things and annotate. And it's actually a huge feature of the Note, and it is what keeps a lot of people come back to it. This year, it now has Bluetooth. So what they showed at the event is being able to control a presentation, take a selfie. There's so many possibilities. They're gonna make it open to developers to kind of develop it. But I think there's a lot of potential here, especially for like the selfie, right? Like you wanna get a wider angle. You put your phone down and then you can just use this and click and take the shot. And I think that that's really an interesting way. And also for presentations, now you don't need to buy the whole remote. There's a lot of potential here. The S Pen in general still works really well on the screen. I still love off-screen memos. I use it all the time to take a quick number down or to annotate and circle on a screenshot. It's very useful. I don't necessarily use it as an artist. I kind of have no art ability, but they did have someone come out on stage who was an artist, and they were able to draw a lot of really impressive things with this. So I think that the S Pen has a lot of potential. And it definitely continues the Note series of being a really productivity-centric device. I think it does a great job in helping this phone be really useful to people that want to take notes, want to be an artist. They have their application called Pen Up, and in that app, it's a bunch of artists as a community who use the S Pen to make some awesome drawings. So I was able to see some of them. It's really interesting. And I want to see what you guys create when you get your Note. Let me know, are you an artist? Do you have any ability? Or are you like me and like stick figures is the max that you can go? All right, I'm gonna be honest here, I don't remember what number we're on, but I think we're on number 5. I'm gonna throw in a bonus one at the end just in case we're not, but number 5 is that this phone is fast. So they were saying that the phone now has a 10 nanometer processor and it can do 1.2 gigabytes per second, which is fast. This phone flies. Like, I've only been using it for a couple hours, but I'm able to watch videos, multitask, and everything is smooth, no hiccups. Samsung's skin is a little bit better this year. It's definitely still a skin, and you should know that, but it's better. And it's a fast phone. Like, you use this phone and you feel like you've gotten your money's worth, and it has all the latest and the greatest specs as well. So that's number 5. Number 6 is the screen. So Samsung, in my opinion, just makes the best screens on the market, and they've done it again. It's a 6.4-inch display. It's really bright, the colors are vibrant, and it's definitely a big screen, so you can get a lot done. You can do split screen mode with applications and still have a lot of room and flexibility. It's definitely not really that comfortable to use in one hand, for me at least. I think people like Marquez with bigger hands will be able to use it just fine, but it fits in one hand and I'm able to do certain things with one hand. So I would definitely trade having that bigger screen. 6.4 inches, like, that's crazy. All right, some final thoughts that you should know if we didn't reach number 6. Number 7, as your little bonus, is that Fortnite is coming to the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and that's gonna be an exclusive. So anyone that has a Note 9 will be able to play Fortnite. They had the Fortnite creator come, and he talked a little bit, and that's exciting. I don't personally play Fortnite, but if you do, this is the first Android phone to support it. Closing thoughts, other things that they announced at the event was the Galaxy Home, which is a Bixby powered speaker. I don't know how I feel about that one. And then they also released a new watch, and I'm really excited to test that out as well. Overall, Samsung just makes some of the best phones on the market. I haven't really got in enough time to test this phone and use it and see if there's quirks and kind of see what I don't like about it, but for my initial first impressions, I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely let me know what you think of the phone in the comments down below. Let me know what cover you want. Definitely camera comparisons and the review, but let me know what else. Thank you again to Casey for hanging out with me today. It was a blast, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.